It's Friday, the 14th of May. Welcome to the Breakfast Show. I'm your host, Mark Anthony, and we will get to those news headlines in just a second. But first, let us gather cakes and candles and prepare to celebrate some celebrity birthdays. It's many happy returns to Star Wars creator George Lucas, and also to another man that has also created an evil empire, Mark Zuckerberg of Facebook fame. Or should that be infamy? Happy birthday also to one of my favourite actors, Tim Roth, who never misses this show. Tim is probably best known for his role in the movie Reservoir Dogs. But if you ever get a chance to see the film The Legend of 1900, do so. He is absolutely brilliant in that. And our Round the World in a Dozen Hats global tour today calls into Finland, courtesy of this fine piece of headwear that was actually sent to me by a South African living in the UK. Don't ever let it be said that we're not international. We'll be right back with the real news in just a second.
If you enjoyed this show, please consider supporting us. Go to buymeacoffee.com/demolition news.
I'm starting to get the impression that we're currently enjoying the benefits of pent-up creativity and innovation as equipment designers emerge from a year of enforced hibernation. We've already seen a deluge of new product introductions in the past 6 months or so, and it appears there's plenty more to come. There's another Bobcat launch scheduled for the end of this month, and we reported just yesterday that Hyundai is about to take the wraps off something new too. Not to be outdone, those fine folks over at Yanmar are currently preparing to unleash some new models onto the mini excavator market. Let's take a look at a sneak preview. As you can see, that event is actually less than a week away, and we will bring you details of those new machines just as soon as we get them. The £1.3 billion redevelopment of the London Olympia Exhibition Centre in West Kensington is officially now underway. According to the Construction Index, which claims the bulldozers have moved in. When did we last use bulldozers for demolition? Demolition of Olympia Central has now begun, signifying the start of the main construction work on Lang O'Rourke's £600 million contract. The existing Olympia Central Hall will be demolished, while the structures of Olympia National and Olympia Grand, both Grade 2 listed, are being incorporated into the site's overall redevelopment and will continue to host events while works are taking place. On completion, this 1,575-seat venue will be the largest new permanent theatre of its kind to open in London since the National Theatre way back in 1976. You can read more about this project over at Construction Index. Speaking of demolition projects, would you like to hear about a new one in Coventry that still requires a demolition contractor? You would? Then let us begin. There are plans for a new Travis Perkins Builders Merchants on Sir Henry Parkes Road. Our sources suggest that Lodge Park and Warwick Burt are the main contenders in the two-horse race for the construction portion, but a demolition contractor has yet to be appointed to partially demolish an existing building that currently stands in the way. You can find out more about this project lead and many more just like it over at buildersconference.co.uk. Mental Health Awareness Week is almost over, so you might like to check out a special one-off film that we broadcast live yesterday morning. It's on demolitionnews.com right now, and I've also added a link in the description to this show as well. It is an important discussion about a very important topic, so if you do find the time to watch it, please do. Better still, if you can find the time to share it, I would be very grateful, and maybe the people that you're sharing it with would be equally grateful. If you're in the mood for a recap, don't forget that you can catch up on all the week's latest and greatest news in our omnibus edition of the Weekend Wrap that will drop tomorrow morning. I originally created the Weekend Wrap basically to allow viewers to catch up quickly during their leisure time, but the show has already established quite a following. We even have viewers of this show trying to guess which of the news items from each daily show might appear in the Weekend Roundup, which I never foresaw. Just one final thing before I leave you to start winding down for the weekend. I've written an article called Calling the Thought Leaders. The article basically asks the question, where will the next demolition revolution come from. I've added a link to that in the show notes today as well. If you find yourself with a spare 5 minutes, you might like to take a look at that. That just about wraps up today's show, and it also wraps up another week too. 6 live shows, 6 live shows here, 2 on Instagram, and another one that we're recording later today. That's a record equaling 9 shows in a single 5-day period. So I'm going for a long lie down, and that may well last until Monday. And then we'll be back with yet more of the same. But until then, have a great day. Have a great weekend. Stay safe. Look after yourself, your family, your friends, and your colleagues. And I will see you very, very soon. Thanks for watching.